Guys, this is Go6, welcome back. So I wanted to talk again about casual and irregular breakthrough modes. A few weeks ago, I posted a video explaining the difference between these two modes, specifically in terms of the weapon XP. And at the time, I found that weapon XP completely depends on the number of kills. Of course, that was obvious, but since the bot's elimination rewarding system, I'm gonna call it this way, has been nerfed, it turns out that having fewer kills in a regular match is better driver of weapon XP and weapon progression in general than having like a high kill count in casual breakthrough. And at the time I explained an example like of 10 kills in regular mode gives you maybe like better or similar weapon progression compared to like 30 kills in casual breakthrough. I also briefly touched on like rank or career progression, but today we will be talking about rank and career progression mostly and which mode is actually better. And without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so here's what I did. I played 2 games of Breakthrough, one in casual mode and one in regular mode. Both games took around like 17 minutes, and of course they could have lasted longer if the opposing team was like maybe like stronger or like weaker or like different in general, or if the match like went to the last sector of the breakthrough, which that wasn't the case. But for this test, both matches were 17 minutes. I specifically used the same weapon, but we will not focus on weapon progression here. We will mainly look at the rank progression. So basically what happened is in both matches, I tried my best in terms of like taking objectives, eliminating enemies, or like attacking or defending. I used pretty much the same class in both matches, which was the Assault. However, I switched to Engineer whenever was needed, like specifically for like situation like destroying, enemy tanks or repairing tanks for the team. And I did this in both matches. I used not only my primary weapon, but my secondary and grenades as well in both situations. I flanked and I had similar critical kills, for example, like saving a teammate kill or getting a revenge kill. So in general, the matches were almost identical, okay? The only difference is that the casual breakthrough, I got 71 kills and 19 deaths, and my score was 11,290. In a regular breakthrough, I had 36 kills and 15 deaths, and my score was 7,710. Basically, I was the 4th in the lineup in both matches. Also, keep in mind that both of these games or matches were on the same day, so any bonus XP or double XP was applied for both. The only other difference between these 2 games is that when I finished the casual breakthrough match, it seemed like, I achieved 2 daily challenges, and each one of them yielded like 5,000 XP. The regular mode match did not include any bonus or challenge XP. The reason I played 2 games, one in regular and one in casual breakthrough, is because I wanted the comparison. I wanted to see, how do we get the best results and what mode to get the best results of, you know what I mean? And here's what I found out, and here are the results, basically. So in casual breakthrough, if you look at the green bar, which represents the XP for the match, I got 25,395. And that includes the 10,000 from the challenges that I finished while playing the daily challenges, the ones that were there by default. I did not choose them. And that is something that doesn't always happen, right? There are not always challenges available every single day you play or every single time you play, unless you specifically go ahead and choose them. But anyways, we need to subtract that from the full XP of the match to get the actual XP that you really earned, playing a casual breakthrough for 17 minutes and getting 71 kills. So 25,395 minus the 10,000 is 15,395. That is the actual match XP. Now, if we look at the regular mode, I had like a total of 22,308 XP points. The only extra thing that boosted it was the accolades, and there was nothing else. So comparing 22,000 to the 15,000 of the casual breakthrough, it is obvious that regular breakthrough yields more XP than, for the same amount of time played. And keep in mind, I didn't have to go crazy, killing enemies in the regular breakthrough. I only had 36 kills compared to the 71 in the casual breakthrough. Now, for the sake of the conversation, if I want to look into the weapon XP, which is, by the way, directly related to kills and not related to the time or overall XP of the match, it is only the kills that matter. For any gun, if you want to master it or progress it and you don't get any kills with it, the progression bar will not move at all. So in casual breakthrough, the gun I had started at level 12 and went almost all the way to like finishing level 14. So that is about like 2.5 levels for 71 kills. In regular breakthrough, the same gun started like halfway through level 15 and went all the way up to the beginning of level 18. So that is also about like 2.5 levels of mastery, but with only 36 kills. So obviously, which one is better? Do you want like 70 kills and get 2.5 levels of mastery, or you want 36 kills and you get the same levels? And yes, of course, the answer is obvious. Regular mode is better for weapon XP. And that confirms what I did in the prior video. I'm explaining all of this to you not because I want to discourage you from the casual breakthrough. I'm not trying to talk bad about it, to be honest with you. I'm just giving you the stats. So if you're really looking into progression of your rank or your weapon, then you know what to play instead of wasting your time. You know what I mean? But Casual Breakthrough is actually still a very nice mode that, you know, for that chill vibe kind of playing, you know. I would go for it if I don't want to sweaty games. I would also go for it like if other modes don't have the right number of players to fill them, or like if I get stuck waiting on others to join. And also, it's a good mode for taking new guns to test them out and try to shoot as many bots or real players as possible with them to see how they feel and whatnot, especially if you have like a gun you didn't work with before and you just want to get in a match and try it as much as you can. Probably if you jump into like a regular match or regular mode, you won't have the chance to see the full potential of that gun or weapon. And Casual Breakthrough is also a nice mode for like to practice different things like mobility, maneuvering, finding new ways to play certain maps, learning the angles, discovering like hiding points or spots. But by the end of the day, Casual Breakthrough is really nice, chill mode to jump in and have like a little Battlefield gaming experience. But anyway, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope I did a decent job explaining the stats and comparing the numbers for you in a nice and simple way. That's the whole point of this video. I just wanted to clear out, you know, the concepts that some of us might have about these two modes and what's the best way to progress the rank versus the progression of the weapon. Well, let me know if you have any questions. I really appreciate all the support that I've been getting, especially lately, guys. You know, all the likes, all the subscribing to the channel, and all the comments. And the really nice messages I've been getting recently. People encourage me to do more contents and give me like lots of compliments. I really appreciate that from you. So yeah, until the next one, guys, cheers and have a good day.